If you said, I'm grateful for a really supportive team, I can guarantee you through that day, your brain's going to show you every aspect of support that you get from your team. They're just going to show you how amazing your team actually is.
And as always, Build Your Team is brought to you by Client Attraction Pros. Hey, it's time that you become the thought leader of your industry, and we're going to help you do that and make it fast, easy, and fun.
I know for us, one of the things we did in 22 that worked really well for this is we start all team meetings with wins, personal wins, and then professional wins.
Yep, we do the same. The other thing we've added in, Atiba, is you've got to, either at the beginning or the end, depending on the type of meeting, what you're grateful for. And we used to do this in one of my previous startups because we had a team that was located all over the world. So one of the things we did was this concept called How is your heart? And I can't remember the actual name of it because it was an Indonesian word, but the concept was how is your heart? So you would start every day by going, hey, everyone, I'm checking in. And then everyone cheesily would go, welcome, Vince. And then you would say, right, today I am. And then you were allowed to use any of these adjectives. You're allowed to use I'm mad, I'm glad, I'm sad, or I'm afraid. You could basically say, I don't want to do any of those. Or you could say, I'm mad because blah, 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 or I'm glad because blah, 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 or I'm afraid because blah, blah, blah. And it's all to do with you personally more than professionally. The reason for that is it gives us the context for the day for you as a human being.
Right.
But then the one thing that we all had to do was, and I'm grateful for. And I've carried that over into every team that I've built, is you have to speak about that, because what it does is it retrains and refocuses your brain on the positive. It actually takes a moment to say, I'm grateful for something. And then your brain goes, whoa, that's interesting. Now that's relevant information for me. So I'm going to show you that. If you said, I'm grateful for a really supportive team, I can guarantee you through that day, your brain's going to show you every aspect of support that you get from your team. They're just going to show you how amazing your team actually is. So that's something that's really important to us. It did also, by the way, like paid off in spades. But what would happen is if we understand that and we can show some empathy throughout the day. So rather than going, why isn't this done? Why isn't the server reset? Why haven't we got blah, blah, blah? And then just an explosive shouting match happens. We can actually understand that, hey, perhaps he's slightly distracted today. Perhaps we should check in on him multiple times just to see that he's okay. Perhaps that he just needs some compassion and some empathy. So that's why actually talking about things like that, like what are your wins? What are you grateful for? How are you? All those kind of things are actually, even though they seem superficial in some cases, they actually are really important. Yeah.
Yeah, they're absolutely not. Because as you said, they're windows into the souls and the lives of your team that allow you to care, whether that's sympathetic care or celebratory care.
Yeah. Plus you feel so much closer to everyone. Anyway, it gives you something to talk about during the day.
And as always, Build Your Team is brought to you by Client Attraction Pros. Hey, it's time that you become the thought leader of your industry, and we're going to help you do that and make it fast, easy, and fun.